We're all different and unique. What we develop and seek about ourselves make up our personality, morals, and values. That is all inside, and that's what counts. On the other hand are the outside perceptions of us, our skin tones, our hairstyles, our clothes, and the stereotypes that have only gotten worse over time. Stereotypes from a societal standpoint stand as a way to have immediate perception of someone. For the most part, people can't control what they are on outside. That is unfair to the inside of them. So how do we overcome this? Being you and being blonde.
So you're breaking up with me because I'm too blonde?
Okay, not actually blonde, but being like Elle Woods.
Hi, I'm Elle Woods, and this is Bruiser Woods, and we're both Gemini vegetarians. I have a bachelor's degree in fashion merchandising from CULA, and I was a Zeta Lambda Nu sweetheart, president of my sorority Delta Nu, and last year I was homecoming queen.
Okay, not actually being like Elle and going to law school, but following how she overcame stereotypes. Elle is a rich, white, blonde teen young adult from Bel Air. It is immediately apparent when we are shown she is in college as a fashion major in a sorority and is waiting on her boyfriend to propose to her. Here's the thing. Typically with movies, we start with the main character in a world they are likely unhappy with or living a normal life, but called to adventure as there is more to the normal life. But with Legally Blonde, Elle already has her life set. She's about to graduate, she does have smarts, she has wits, and she was ready to be married.
It's impossible to use a half-loop top stitching on low viscosity rayon. It would snag the fabric. And you didn't just get it in. I saw it in the June Vogue a year ago. So if you're trying to sell it to me for full price, you picked the wrong girl.
She's not living a normal life, that's living a set life. Elle knew what she wanted, but others are gonna hold you back. Warner actually intended to break up with Elle because she's not serious. Not that serious. She knew what she wanted from her life, to marry you, be involved in fashion. But marrying into a rich and higher power family seems to be the serious goals. Elle didn't exactly have higher power. To put it simply, she was just a girl. She likes pink. She follows girlhood. She puts her focus on fashion, a creative field. So what does Elle do? Follows her love. Warner, not the fashion career. Warner is going to Harvard Law School to become a lawyer and eventually become a US Senator. So to get more serious and get Warner back, Elle spends her entire last year at CULA studying for the LSAT. But she still remained her. Her application video is evident of that. Her being successful in other things can still reflect success in different things as long as she played to her strengths. She knew when to put in effort, and that got her 179 on the LSAT, securing her spot at Harvard.
Welcome to Harvard.
But that didn't stop Elle being herself. She didn't abandon her sorority girls or her aesthetic. However, that didn't stop others from perceiving her differently. Who is this pink-wearing blonde wandering around Harvard? She's a law student? Oh, she's hot. Oh, she's stupid. It upsets Elle, understandably. Nobody in this world likes who she is, except Emmett, the one person who doesn't let outside perceptions control them. So what was the problem if there is someone that believes in Elle but everyone else doesn't? Her determination is in the wrong place. Elle did really just go to Harvard to see Warner.
Got into Harvard Law.
She thought that it would be enough for him to take her back.
What, like it's hard?
But then there is Vivian, the other woman. Learning that she won't be enough for Warner or others teaching law, she's gonna continue doing it her way while focusing only on herself, which lands Elle the internship with Callahan.
Me!
Any and all higher education subjects are difficult to learn. That's why college is optional for many.
Come again?
Someone who doesn't study science in college is only going to have the basic understanding of it, and it's up to others in the field to demonstrate the higher understanding of it, i.e. the professors. Which is why it was important to highlight Elle helping Paulette getting her dog back from her ex-husband. Elle was able to demonstrate what she had learned in something she knows more about, getting a girl and her dog back together. This sets up the next objective, and that is to prove Brooke Wyndham is innocent.
Not Brooke.
Bonded by sisterhood, Elle trusts her own instincts that Brooke is in fact innocent, but to no avail with Callahan or the media. Just another age gap relationship gone messy, so obviously the young blonde is the murderer. To the professionals, this is a straightforward case, but in Elle's world, there's more than meets the eye.
I've already spent too many hours crying over you. So, when did you want to go out?
Many people are afraid of change, which leads to feeling threatened. Callahan, though impressed with Elle's understanding of law, he is quick to shut down her ideas. He is older. He is the professor after all. He is sticking to his guns with his understanding of law. His assistant Emmett is on the younger side in the field and welcomes Elle, sticking to a new perspective on things. Vivian, on the same level as Elle, is belittled, as so far she's only getting coffee for Callahan. Different outside perceptions of the two to Callahan.
Man who knows what he wants.
None of that gets Elle down though. She is able to strive as she is involved in two worlds that she understands. By keeping Brooke's alibi a secret, Vivian gives her respect to Elle and opens Vivian's eyes to sisterhood. By being able to identify Enrique as a gay man, which in turn does not mean he was hooking up with Brooke, Emmett is able to let others see Elle's potential as a lawyer.
You bitch!
All of which leads to Callahan offering a great opportunity, but in the wrong way. Despite Elle's success just by being her, Callahan, with his backwards thinking, only sees Elle as just a hot piece of ass. Ultimately, the climax is the main character's comeback after their lowest point. Elle, after disgusted by Callahan's actions, believes she doesn't belong in the world of law at all. Despite what you can understand, nobody's going to stop their outside perceptions of you. Blonde and big boobs, as Elle puts it. But as Stromwell says,
if you're going to let one stupid prick ruin your life, you're not the girl I thought you were.
it's not just by being you to get through in the world you want. You have to stand for it as well. You are this way, and nobody's going to change that besides you. With Brooke firing Callahan and Elle taking his place, the trial resumes with the final witness testimony, the stepdaughter. Elle struggles a bit, which goes to show that maybe you won't get something right in the first try. This case being confrontational as a lawyer. But Elle stood her ground by using what she does know, the knowledge of what not to do with permed hair.
Isn't it the first cardinal rule of perm maintenance that you're forbidden to wet your hair for at least 24 hours after getting a perm, at the risk of deactivating the ammonium thioglycolate?
Yes.
And wouldn't somebody who's had, say, 30 perms before in their life be well aware of this rule? And if, in fact, you weren't washing your hair, as I suspect you weren't because your curls are still intact, wouldn't you have heard the gunshot? And if, in fact, you had heard the gunshot, Brooke Wyndham wouldn't have had time to hide the gun before you got downstairs, which would mean that you would have had to have found Mrs. Wyndham with a gun in her hand to make your story plausible. Isn't that right?
This confrontation breaks Chutney into confessing that she unintentionally shot her father, thinking it was Brooke who walked into the house. This is a big win for Elle, her first successful job as a defense attorney, and led her to graduate law school. It feels good to talk about this. I really relate to Elle. Well, not as a woman. It has to do with constantly proving yourself. But I am able to appreciate the nuance of this world in Legally Blonde, featuring all sides of the coin when it comes to misogyny, focusing on the field of law, which is what the book is based on. Real experiences, and yet pushing through to be yourself. I'm at a point in my life where I still have to prove myself, and sure, maybe I'm not completely serious about what I want to do, but I'm a varied person just like Elle. She has an understanding of the world she's in, just in her own ways. I do too. I relate to that. She deserves to do what she wants to do. Sure, she did start to just get her boyfriend back, but because of going through law, she is able to realize Warner is a bonehead.
Did you know when he first applied? He got waitlisted.
What?
His father had to make a call.
You're kidding.
This type of video is more like a thought bubble. I don't have much to say outside of, I guess, the analysis of it all. It was the 25th anniversary of the film earlier this year, and it made me think of the movie again. The movie speaks to me. I hope it does for others in the new generation. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe to see other projects of mine. I think I'm getting back into making videos again. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.